Hello, hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of our Langrisser mobile series. And today is the day. Today is the day a new patch has arrived, and I am just farming a little bit over here. And one more place. This is the day of the new patch, which means 2 new characters have been released, and I am super interested in one of them. So let's go to summon. Yeah. So the 2 new characters are Sissi White and Lord of Crimzo, but we have renamed him into King of the Red Moon. Lord of Crimzo was very understandable. In any case, before we go into them, and before we go into the summons, it is time to do these things. Defeat 4 units in 1 round, defeat the Holy General within 3 rounds. Okay. Let's see. So, I think this way I hit 4 people. Yeah, let's go with that. I don't see how else we can defeat 4 people in one go. Very beautiful. Okay. Is this the meteor thing? I think it is. Let's heal back up. Okay, there's a guard and a guard. Okay. Huh. Are we gonna die? Okay, that did not work out. Okay, how can we address this? Holy General within 3 rounds. Okay, the Holy General does not exist anymore, so... Okay, then it's time to manipulate the AI, our favorite thing in all challenges. Ah, that's annoying. Okay, maybe we can do this. Such a cool ability. And then we can do this. Very nice. Pew. Nice. And nice. Is that it? Did we do it correctly? Yeah. Very good. Thank you very much. And then Sissi White. 3 turns, Shelfaniel, no damage. Gladly. Financial family. What a good name. Okay, let's start with this. And then we're gonna make a... nothing. So Shelfaniel takes no damage. And these people have catapults, so it should be a defensible attack. Let's go like this. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, that is strong. Well, Shelfaniel took damage. Bad.
They have AoE, so be careful.
Yeah, I learned a little bit too late. So let's do... I have an idea. We do this, then we get a horse. And we smash! Boom. Okay. So what do I actually have to do? Win in 3 turns.
I wouldn't recommend using summons here.
Interesting. Well, let's see how this goes. I'm very confused right now. Maybe I should read up on what these things actually do.
They take no DMG if they have soldiers.
They take... When you have soldiers alive? Okay, so we have to kill the soldiers first? Ah, no, Sissi White has the anti-soldier thing.
Soldiers with Sissi.
Of course. Okay, let's go back. Did not expect any of that. Okay, then we will probably get you here. And just end the turn.
Three coins per cast.
Yeah, that's a bit expensive, right? How am I supposed to do this? How can I win on turn 3 in that case? What does this give me? Each time a summoned unit dies. No, that's not it. In any case, we should do this. Ooh. Pass. Get here, do this. I think this is correct. Ah, but Shilfaniel will take damage. Fuck. But we got coins. Okay, now I understand how things go. Okay, I got it. As always, clock. The most powerful force in this game. Let's do this instead. Hopefully also get a kill. Nice. And I think we can still be hit by AoE. Damn.
Looks good.
Nope. Tiny mistake. So we did this. Get me here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, got it. So you can be here. Insomnia no tame. King of the Red Moon is a very bad translation. I have to say. I mean, it's a good translation, just not interesting enough. Okay, it's okay if Sissi White gets hurt. He now has 4 coins and goes boop. Pew. Financial Family is such a good talent name though. Destruction! Turn 3, victory. Thank you, Magus, that was useful tips. Okay. Well then. Okay, so now comes the part of the planning. I literally only want 1 copy of King of the Red Moon. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set 3 exit clauses. If I get Lord of Crimzo, of course I stop. If I summon 2 SSRs and I don't get it, I stop. And if I go to 150 tickets and I still don't have it, I stop. So those are the 3 exit conditions. The reason why I am so cautious with my resources is because Lord of Crimzo we can get again later, but Kazuya will only show up next month. So we have to save up for getting Kazuya 100%, and then the rest we can evaluate as we go. And here we go. Time to summon. 10. Nope. 20. I would not mind getting lucky. That would be very welcome. Nope. 30. Mm-mm. 40. L of Lord. Without Lord of Crimzo as a name, he doesn't also belong to Langrisser, famous series of L named characters. 50. Now we're at average. Come on. Can I get an average SSR? Nope. Sadness. Already below average. 60. Come on. The S of SSR. We can do this. It was not 60. But maybe it is the 70s. maybe it's not. 80, and those exit clauses are approaching very fast. Very, very fast. Am I gonna go to pity? 90. It will be indeed pity. But there's something I always wanted to do when I was approaching pity, which is single summons until the 100 mark. Because there's a chance that you get it on 99 and then you save one voucher, right? So let's go. 91. In that case, it's not pity, it's petty. Get it? Very close. 92. Oh, see? See? That's what I'm talking about. I saved 8 tickets by not going to pity. Now. Yes! Ah! Exit! Okay. We didn't know. It was Rainforce all along. Who could have told? Right. It looks really cool. Really cool. Okay, so we got our Rainforce. It costed us 100 tickets almost. 92. However, basically I had to pay in average 1 SSR as a off banner, let's say, if I had gotten one at 50, and then at 100 in average we got something in banner. Instead, well, it didn't go as well, but we got the correct one, and that's all that matters. I'm very happy I get to save a lot of crystals. The thing is, why are we so interested in these characters? Well. Let me show you first Sissi White. So Sissi White is insane on the terms of the new things that it brings to the table. I don't know how competitive she will be. I have seen people use her, I have seen people ignore her, and I don't think a lot of people were ready on the glory or princess side of things, or had slots to replace in case they were already using Elwyn and like Luna. But Christine will come in the future, and this whoop elevates the princess value. So, where are we, Sissi White? Financial family. all soldier stats, excluding HP, increase by 20%. Just like that, soldiers get stronger. At the start of each turn, gain 2 war coins, stacking up to 10 times, so you can accumulate 10 coins. Before the end of the action phase, so whenever you act, cast 1 extra summon skill, summon Mercenary Lancer, summon Mercenary Infantry, summon Mercenary Cavalry. Cooldown trigger, summon skills have a 2-turn cooldown. Okay, so this tells you a little bit, it doesn't tell you everything, but there's so much more. Actually, okay, I will talk about it now. These 3 people are actually quite insane. The Lancer can, of course, block physical attacks, so he's just a sacrificial pawn if you're facing like an Elwyn, and you can either attack the Elwyn or force it to have to attack this Lancer. So he's a free hit, basically, which is very cool. The Cavalry, so it obviously has 5 movement, and it can do Smash. And Smash, just to remind everyone how insane Smash is in itself, Smash debuff is not minus movement, it is can't guard. The only way to be immune to can't guard is Gospel. So I don't know how many people will be onto that, but it's very dangerous to let can't guard go through and not be able to dispel it immediately. So please remember, Sissi White can give you can't guard as a debuff, which is very unique. And I think the Swordsman has Air Slash or Roar. You know what? I'm gonna check because we can do that. Heroes. Thank you very much to Vshar and everyone at the Langrisser. That is an amazing source of information. And we are gonna go to Sissi White. Sissi White. Oh, come on. Because they did the research actually, and they... Okay, so the Lancer has a block and Lance Phalanx, so also you have a chance to reduce damage. The Mercenary has Roar, so 2 dispels, and Attack Command, so that's a command for 10% attack. And the Cavalry has Smash and Blast to try to make sure that he lives through an attack that is not too destructive to themselves. Still probably gonna die, but you know, Blast is a good try. Okay, so that's just the end of turn thing. Then, let's go with the 1-coiners first. Precaution when attacking defense doesn't matter. Bounty, which will go last, she can heal, so that's already quite decent. And then Bounty, active, increases enemy damage taken by 10%, cannot be dispelled, and ignores immunity. It is okay, I guess we can say, but it has all range. It counts as a debuff. It does not state any... Oh my god, you can throw Bounty on everyone. It does not state any cost, any duration. So it cannot be dispelled, ignores immunity. You can permanently curse someone to take more damage. How about that? Very decent. I guess a lot of people take heal with her. I can imagine. But Bounty seems also quite attractive, I gotta say. Then, on to the 2-coiners. Mass Heal, very decent, always solid. Holy Word, it's an attack that also heals 1 unit. Could be yourself too. Mass Attack, one of the most important buffing skills if you don't have your own faction buff. And then this very weird thing that we saw. Dismisses all enemy unit soldiers. Ignores immunity. Costs 3 war coins. Note again, there's no duration on this. Cannot be dispelled. Sissi White can just annoy people to no end. That is insane. Then we go over here. Inspire, active skill, restores the HP of multiple units within range by an amount equal to 2 times the caster's int, dispels 1 debuff, is mobility by 1, grants immune to mobility reduction effects, lasts 2 turns, applies a buff to summoned units, damage dealt plus 20%. It is a mini cheer, but it's a costly cheer and it's not something you usually want to go for. However, this is just so ridiculous. It disables a lot of people's activities, I guess except Serida. Serida will be really happy. But in other cases, a lot of people count on their soldiers to do a lot of things. For example, juggler. They need the soldiers to take the brunt of hits when things get into them, because otherwise they have no revive. It also ruins basically any mage that is single target, because sure, the hero can hit hard, but usually it cannot 20 shot you. So very, very interesting idea. And then the 3C. Passive. Gain 1 war coin each time a summoned unit dies. Any summoned unit, so not just your own. It could be the wolf from Aka, it could be a skeleton from Bozel. If you really need coins, you can accumulate coins. Then you can activate 2 different things. Desperate Measures costs 5 war coins, which is quite a lot, and restores 100% to the target unit. Increases the attacks in, so mega buff on a person, damage dealt as well, and lasts 1 turn. If this unit has already completed an action, act again. So you can see 5 coins, act again, heal to full, buff to maximum, and increase damage. Increased damage in this case kinda counts as a usual faction buff bonus that you would get. Changes business strategy cooldown to just 2 turns, so act again on 3 turns. Basically like act again. Except the extra buffs. You need coins for it, but in 3 turns you gain 6 coins if you don't do anything else. So that is pretty good. Long-term investment. Active. Costs 1 war coin. Restores HP, so it's a mini heal, because this is basically the same as mass heal, or even less. Yes. Less than mass heal. For an ally, and applies invest. Target gains a random buff at the start of turn, and for each enemy it kills, the caster of invest gains 2 war coins. So if you can make someone very crazy and keep accumulating coins for her, you could have like a Zerida, you can act against the Zerida, then she can attack someone else, or Omega in this case would be the most horrible thing. You buff the Omega, Omega kills someone, jumps back. It does last 3 turns, so it's not forever, but it's pretty interesting that it exists. So, all around a super interesting character, and yet interesting is not usually what gets you a slot into Apex, not every time at least. It does not pack the oomph of other characters, because support is not quite the role. Either you're a full-fledged healer, which she can absolutely be, or you focus on the ones killing something else or debuffing other people and so on. It is true that she can have the damage of some heroes, but she doesn't get a specific aura around it. It seems way more tricky to use her than to just grab one of the classic heroes. Liana can do all of these main things through Gospel and through Act Again, while still retaining an incredible capability for heals. However, this is still a lot of fun. So I would say Sissi White is a really good character to give a shot if you get the chance. I don't remember which soldiers you want to use with her. I can imagine either Shrines or Sorks or Phalanx if you need to defend yourself. I love that she spews out money on acting. Wait. Come on. There. Perfect. Alright, that was it for Sissi White. And now onto the person that I wanted. The Lord of Crimzo. The King of the Red Moon. Rainforce the Returned. And hilariously, he won't be the only character returning. Oldius, of course, did it. Lord of Crimzo is the next one. And then finally, a person who has transcended, and we don't know if it's Gizarov or not. Oh, spoiled. In any case, Lord of Crimzo, the weirdest 3 factions. Dark, Mythic, and Origins of Light. Which for me is amazing, because I have all buffers of this. I have Juggler, I have both buffers here and both buffers here. So I am already super happy with this. And let's read AoE them. Perfect. I don't need to know anything else. Everything that I want ever in a person is this. Okay. AoE damage dealt plus 15%. After dealing AoE damage for every one enemy hit, restores 15% HP per hit. That means 75% health restore on hitting the whole team. And additionally, deal fixed damage equals to int times 0.5, one time to all targets hit and all the other enemies within one block of them. So even if you don't hit everyone with the AoE, you can kinda extend the damage spreading out as well. So that is already amazing. Lord of Crimzo can just do crazy approach, crazy attacks, crazy explosions, and that makes me happy. Strengthen. If for whatever reason you have nothing else, you can bring Strengthen to give yourself silence immunity and attack, or someone else, of course. Detect, a classic, deals more damage. Crit chances increased, and then if you crit, you disable enemy passive skills for 2 turns. And then the special thing that obviously everyone gets nowadays, in this case it's blocks fatal damage once and restores 20% HP. After triggering this effect, actively dealing damage to enemy grants 1 stack of blood crystals power. Damage taken -2% can be stacked up to 5 times. When you have 5 stacks of blood crystal, after taking action, lose all blood crystal powers and regain the fatal block. I gotta say, the first time I read this, I thought, oh my god, you just AoE and hit 5 people again and then you get it all back. But no, I think you can only gain 1 stack of blood crystal per turn. Which means it doesn't matter if you hit 5 people or 1, it will take you 5 turns to get your health back. And yes, it only starts counting after triggering this effect, so I would say do not count.
I tested this. Only 1.
Yes. I think that's reasonable, right? Otherwise it's an unkillable person. But yes, don't count on this effect. However, if for whatever reason you're like the last survivor together with another and you can continue to deal damage, it's just an extra thing. Considering how much he can heal, it could be really annoying to leave this person alive. Okay, so that's the 1-pointers. Let's go for the 2-pointers. Siphon, a very strange way to just have a single target attack. I'm not really sure of when to use this. He has no bonus to damage, he has no bonus to int. He has bonus to AoE damage, so I would recommend to stick with that. Here we go. Decay. This is a known one. Prevents enemy from receiving buffs. AoE 0.3. It's just cute, decent, tiny. Nothing crazy about that. Retribution, same amount of damage, but this one is interesting because it dispels 2 buffs. Still, meh. Too tiny range, too concentrated. Not sure if this is the thing we are looking for. Black Hole, now we're talking about, together with a Miracle Staff. I don't even know if he can use staffs. Staves, because I think we have to check the classes. I've heard that he uses swords. I will have to check on that. Or hammers, I guess. In any case, Black Hole, 2 great AoE, 2 debuffs to each unit. Very, very solid. However, Starfall is so ridiculous. So, it is a very long cooldown. It is 5 blocks, so it's basically Heaven's Sanction. But it's kind of special because it can only hit 4 people maximum. Summons 4 meteors to attack random enemies within the area. Each meteor deals 0.3, which is basically the amount you expect out of something like Retribution or Decay. Not Black Hole. Black Hole is 0.36. Each enemy can take meteor damage up to 2 times, and the damage is reduced by 50% on the second hit. For every 1 enemy hit, the skill's cooldown is reduced by 1. Okay, so that's a bunch of information. If you use this and hit 4 different people, the cooldown is reduced to 1 turn, which means every 2 turns you can use it. If you only target 2 people, you'll be able to hit them twice, which means you'll be dealing up to 0.45 AoE damage, which I believe at this point is safe to say is the highest AoE in the game. I'm almost sure about this, almost sure. I don't think anything is bigger than 0.45. There's 0.4, a lot of things are 0.4, but I don't remember any 0.45. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Clock could make this work literally every turn, no problem whatsoever there. And then we go on to Dark Side of the Moon. Passive. Gain Moon Shadow when attacked and taking damage. AoE damage taken -25, dispels 3 debuffs on self after taking action, lasts 1 turn. So, wait, there's more. When you have Moon Shadow, you cannot be targeted by enemy normal attacks and skills. Cooldown trigger, 3 turns cooldown. Okay, so if you get attacked and killed, you even can stay there, and unless there is a point blank AoE, you won't be able to be targeted again until you decide to move. So you could wait until the end of the next turn.
Starfall does no debuffs, they just heal after that.
That is correct. Starfall does no debuffs, but it's a lot of damage on itself, right? So Starfall is the killer move. If you're not going for debuffs, you want to be able to kill with Starfall, that is for sure. In any case, you cannot be targeted by enemy normal attacks and skills, which means you're like a ninja, Tsubame type of thing, and you'll be able to dodge, or at least make the life of every person very hard. And if they don't even get a kill, then first they have to dispel you from this, and then they will have to deal with you after you get your life back. So, King of the Red Moon, oh my god, I hate this name, Crimzo, whatever, is going to be a very sticky, very annoying person. But that is not all. Magic damage. Teleports the skills casting to the skills casting location, so this is basically Eclipse, like literally Eclipse from normal Rainforce, but it's magical. It deals 0 times 0.35 AoE damage to enemies within 3 blocks. Again, this is Rainforce. Drains 1 buff, steals, and applies 1 powerful debuff. Grants Dark Side of the Moon also. So on top of this, you dispel 1, you steal 1, and then you apply a debuff. And powerful debuff, I believe, can include many cool things. I would love to know the list, so we're gonna consult the Wikigrisser once again, because I wonder where is King. The Wikigrisser doesn't have the official name, I see. So I'm guessing it's gonna be Lord of Crimzo. Yes.
I checked it. Black hole debuffs.
It's black hole debuffs. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, they don't have this list. However, yes, it makes sense. It's black hole debuffs. So in general, you can get silence, you can heal block, passive block, movement down -2. So very cool things. But here comes the kicker. You get a buff that is all enemies within 2 blocks suffer healing received -50% for 1 turn. So you gain the buff for 1 turn. This is maybe a bit confusing for some people. You get the buff for 1 turn that enemies around you will have their healing received -50%. So he is amazing against compositions that are trying to outpace your AoE with more healings, right? So like 2 healers, 3 healers, whatever, you name it.
Oh, so it's like a command.
It is indeed like a command. It is dispellable technically, so they would have to really get through your amount of buffs that you have to exactly get this one to get dispelled. I guess Elwyn could possibly do this if he dispels your entire faction buff plus this thing. But other than that, it is literally a command minus healing received for everyone else. And it's 50%. And this cannot be immunized against. Doesn't matter if you have the trinket that prevents a heal block.
Hi, Fakey.
Hey Nexus. It doesn't matter if you have the gospel. It doesn't matter if you're immune to all debuffs because you are a stone statue, whatever. I would like to confirm, and maybe Creamy can tell us, if this goes through Rosentiel's debuff anti-debuff stack, because that is huge. Just going through Rosentiel is huge. But yeah, this is what I want to do. I want to have a person that just runs forward, jumps into the fray, explodes on top of everyone else.
I think you already saw my pulse.
It's
this
an
is
aura.
not debuff, it's aura.
Yeah, it's an aura, so it is just really, really good to get through people. And Nexus, I think you tried to pull and you ended up getting another Lico copy, right? Yeah, so I think I got lucky and unlucky. We went up to 90 pulls.
Yep.
Yeah. I went 90 pulls without a hit, and then I started doing singles, and on pull 92 we got Lord of Crimzo. So, you know, I got exactly on banner the hero that I wanted, but it still costed basically a pity. So
not waste at all. since I can't farm her yet.
Yeah, that's very good. I will have to start spending my extra Gates of Fate for him because Kruger still needs 1 week to reach 6 stars for me, and then I can start leveling him for real. But I think I have enough extra Gates of Fate with the tiny extra resource to start leveling him up as well. So in parallel, it's a little bit insane, but I like this character so much.
Bernhardt's gear.
Very cool. Then let's check a bit of what he can do here. He can use melee soldiers, and I believe he can attack in range with the melee soldiers. Is that no? That's not him. That is Epsilon. Okay, so soldiers. What would you end up using here? I mean, zealots are not a good idea, so you probably want something defensive. Is it hoplites? It could be hoplites. It could be some infantry. I actually don't really know, or maybe he wants to fly. So you could think of Griffin Riders or Holy
From Demon
Pegasus.
Slayer and Overlord Badge Breeze to Balanced Blade and Apex Boots Full Moon. It more like he uses Foliar. Cause he flies. He flies in Holy class.
Yes, that makes sense. So I was actually checking exactly that. Thank you very much, everyone. He can actually fly on his holy class if he is carrying a a flying unit. So
He
your
is a
choices.
melee attacker, so he can use Griffin Knights.
Yes, your choices are either the Holy Pegasus if you are doing an attack. No, wait. Holy Pegasus if you're not doing normal attacks, and if you are doing normal attacks, then you can go with Griffin Knight. However, I think Holy Pegasus makes almost always more sense. It also reminds people of Luna, and Luna was pretty cool, so Holy Pegasus for the win. Okay, so his only weakness, you could say, or his main drawback...
You're not doing normal attacks with him, probably LUL.
Yeah, you're probably not, that is correct. But
For
his...
best protection Highlands.
Yeah, but then you don't fly, and I don't know, it feels like this person needs to reach the target. So his main weakness is that his movement is 3. I think we can actually see this here. Yeah, move 3. So it is a flying movement. This is a walking movement. But honestly, range movement 3, it is really, really low. Even if he can teleport, I think 4. Range 4, yes. So he can teleport 4 and then explode in 3. That's only 7 move. It's not really that much. But that's why it fits perfectly fine in my box, because I increase everyone's movement speed to 5 to 4.5 with Verna, and maybe I can even teleport him on occasion before attacking. So this is the reason why I like Lord of Crimzo so much. And you know what? This actually would be my first demon killer if I ever were to meet demons in the battlefield. So that makes me very happy to have.
This is the first time I've picked goodie bags.
Oh, the goodie bags are really good. I'm actually considering if I should grab Rosalia, because I'm missing that character. But I think Rosalia will show up with Vanna in the next banner. So I'm gonna be patient and see where the luck brings us.
I grabbed Hilda.
Hilda is very good too. Hilda is very strong. Okay, I think we have gone through it all. We have gone through Sissi White.
I have guaranteed Werner next week.
You have guaranteed Vanna? Oh, that's really good. That is very useful. And I believe that's it. I believe we have gone through the content. Okay, in any case, I think we can do a freebie of showing people.
I have 50 Rosa shards ready.
Ah, that makes sense. We can show people here what we have done. We did get 2 wins, but I would like to really show these wins.
Whoever I pull, I get the token in exchange.
Yes, you can make it very easy, that's very true. I would like to show these matches because they were insane. Particularly because in one of them, I literally almost just gave up after turn 1. And I guess it's a good thing that I actually fought it out. So we were first facing Sleipnir. We're going for the Doggo Mirror, where we both get a tank, because we both see that there's a lot of options for the other person to bring misery to their team. He goes immediately for Oldius to try to block me from getting forward, and I choose Liko because I have to scrub the the droppings of Oldius. It's horrible to say.
AoE Assault FTW.
Yes, yes indeed. Enemy picks Rion. At this point he has a 3 team of mythical people, which makes me kind of happy because that means he can only bring 3C in Oldius. So I make sure to ban Gizarov so that he cannot really get a faction buff somewhere else. And then I leave him with tanks because I don't care at this point what's going to happen here. On the other hand, I get my own Ares and I get a Bozo. I think I'm going to need Bozo.
Imagine we could pick limited units. I'd pick Reen without even thinking.
Yeah, that is very true.
With the bag.
Yeah, that crossover is not in the deal. So, we both think that approaching the enemy smartly is going to make the trick. I actually choose werewolves because I don't know how much I will get to attack or defend with Juggler, and there's no particular one-shot killer of tanks in the enemy composition. And for once, this is literally the first time I did it, I brought the triple support composition on Liko. And I want to say that it was not amazing,
CNS8
but it
seems
worked.
to be high mobility AoE assault meta.
Yes, I'm only missing Helena there, but I don't think she would fit in my playstyle. In any case, I brought Liko with triple support, I brought faction buff of course on Bozel, and I brought tanky mages on both cases, because I want, if they can survive anything, I want to continue casting things. So of course faction buff here with Oldius. Now mind yourself, he only has 3C.
This is what the champions won with.
Yeah, that is very true. And then we see Gospel, and we are prepared to jump on the enemy. But I decide it's not time to jump yet.
CN has 2 separate versions.
Yes, they have iOS and Android, right? So we get to see 2 tournaments happening at once. Now enemy decides to transform, and I think, should I go in or should I actually get out? Because if Rian already used transform, maybe I can actually just stay out of it. Opponent uses 3C, so I start getting away. Rian without an actual unit dying, just with transformation, doesn't get all the movement, I think. I don't remember this. Maybe it's just because... Okay, I get breezes and I see breezes, but nothing that worries me. And yet another act here. I decide to go in, because yes, it's true that the enemy was setting up to attack over a few turns, right? So they still have Oldius to then move with the act again. They wanted to give me the first turn so that I would have to move forward and make maybe some errors.
It's a big pain to remove Rachel and Shell Faniel from the box, but they're too slow.
Yeah, that is very true, they are too slow. But yeah, I throw my Bozel in and I realize if I get some reasonable debuffs on Rian, he probably won't even be able to reach me or do something interesting with it. And even if he does, he can only blow up Bozel. So he only brought specifically Arcane Gale, and so basically 2 AoEs. So I thought if I spread out, then it's gonna be less effective. So I went in, I got 2 silences, which is huge. And then opponent very smartly suicides...
I've never used Rachel as a meta unit, but as a favorite.
Aha, I see. So opponent utilizes here the death of his own unit to cleanse all the debuffs, remove the silences, and then of course... Wait, we were going too fast. And then of course paint the whole terrain in evil. And then Bozel is of course in trouble.
Haha.
Bozel is in trouble because he has heal block, he cannot move. Then I realized, well actually I don't care about Bozel, so I will just move him out, and if they want to come and get him, sure, do it. I will have a unit here to connect to with all of my other units. So I go for Mass Protect, I changed the terrain, that was the important part for me. And I remove 1 debuff, but it's not really relevant. And now that this terrain is in my favor, so to speak, I will have a very easy time cleansing the debuffs that things may come, like for example the debuff from Juggler. To note, this Juggler had Divine Boots, so they were able to move back. And I decide, you know what, it is time for me to move things around. And... Wait, what happened there? I am very confused. Wait. I forgot what happened here altogether. Oh my god, I can... let me do my thing, game. Okay, we cannot stop this anymore. Alright, so I cannot remember why Ares was not able to do.
What are your thoughts on Egbert?
Egbert did not make the cut. Sadly, I used him for quite a while and he did not prove to be very useful. Okay, I really cannot explain what's going on here. I think there's a desync. Is that even possible in a replay? You know what? I'll see what happens.
I really like the Dark Faction SRS.
Yes, Dark Faction SRs are pretty good. I'm very confused about what's happening here. Did the game get stuck? We broke the game. We broke the game, we broke the replay. Oh, that is so amazing. Oh no, now I have to restart this. I was so happy explaining. Okay, let's go again, let's go fast. You would think that replays should not break.
Replay from last major update.
Ah, that is very true. Oh no. You're right. Okay, so what ended up happening is I actually attacked with Ares. Ares killed Juggler because that Juggler was already hurt. I grabbed everyone together and then I started doing AoEs and exploding everyone. Okay, I hope this other one doesn't break then, because this other one was even more impressive. Okay, I'm gonna skip and see if we're gonna have the same problem. I think we're gonna have the same problem. Yeah. Okay, let's see if we can go faster. So, as you can see, my composition is usually what I like to see, but things started going pretty weird. So, opponent here has quite a few advantages. They can keep me away, they can teleport immediately, they can put Zerida wherever...
I think if you ban Rosensiel, Egbert can be very good for opening with acid burns.
I don't know, acid burns really didn't cut it for me.
And he can reach easily.
The thing is, he needs 2 turns to set up, so turn 1 is not that useful. And it doesn't work for me. Maybe it works for a lot of other people, but it doesn't for me. So opponent had really an easy time here, because they were able to threaten with Breeze Zerida literally everywhere on the field. So I planted my own unit trying to stop the center attack, and this actually saves Akka. I did not activate Akka yet. I was using her always on the last turn to threaten that we could do a Bestial Outbreak with no problem. Akka 3C is coming next month, by the way. Then I knew still 3C of the Queen was not used yet. And enemy here goes super protective, and I think I'm okay with this. I'm gonna stay back. Like, the only person here that didn't have faction buff yet was Akka, and now she has one, so I was very happy with this. Opponent gets another Breeze, and I think, you know what? As long as I stay away from things, then maybe we'll be fine. Okay, here's where it breaks. Alright. Damn it. Okay, this match would have been amazing to show. Anyway, what happens here is I actually move the wolf forward, I teleport Juggler. I jump in with Juggler to keep Zerida in place and Tensei Jessica in place. And then I realize no one is close, no one is gonna do any damage, I have no opportunity for kill. I just lost, right? So what ended up happening is I started rushing everyone forward.
If all popular healers like Tyrus, Florentia, and Rosensiel have 3 CS, then it's probably just a matter of time for Liana and Tyrus.
Yes, actually Liana and Tyrus are the 2 of the 3 people that still don't have 3Cs, which will come in the next 3 months for sure.
Sorry, I meant Iris first.
It's all good. I jump forward. I think I have lost. I almost gave up. And then I started throwing everything in. I had the construct. I used the construct, exploded it. I still got some AoEs with Bozel. I got some AoEs with Liko. And by the end of the match, it was literally constructs versus like 2 or 3 people still
Only
alive.
6 heroes without 3
and the
C
construct
should
won.
be over in 2 months.
Well, it really depends. They could also go back to 4 heroes with 3 Cs. right? So they can do whatever they want.
Liana mass act again memes LOL.
That would be fun. But yeah, in any case, I wish I could have shown this, but Gizarov actually won me this match very decisively. He was able to kill a lot of things, including Tensei Jessica with a normal attack, Zerida with a normal attack, and the constructs killing everything else. That was just insane. And all because this juggler did not bring passive magic tanking. So I was just able to ignore juggler and kill everything else. That was pretty cool. It's a shame that we cannot watch it. I forgot that a major patch ruins the replays. Maybe another time. But hey, look at this. We are now at 2020 points. That puts us in the top 48. I have no idea what I'm doing here. I feel like I don't belong here, but it makes me feel really good. And I guess I am amongst some other legends. So it's pretty cool. In any case, that's all that I had for today. A new event has started, but it's very little to play with, so don't worry about it too much. I think we'll have like 35 days for this event. No, it's 4 weeks. Okay, so we have 4 weeks, and then then there's some time to change extra. That makes it 35 days. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, in that case, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you maybe on the weekend. Bye bye.